Hello, one and all, and welcome to another episode of MMA Vision Analysis. This one, I'm going to talk about Max Holloway and him recently making some comments about him challenging for that 145 title once again, sometime after his fight with Justin Gaethje over at UFC 300 for the BMF title. But before getting started, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click that notification to get all of this that is new from this channel, your channel, the one and only MMA Vision Analysis. I think Max Holloway is getting a bit ahead of himself. He's talking about a title shot over at 145 after Justin Gaethje. If there was one piece of advice that I can give Max Holloway, if I was his coach or somebody that he would listen to, is I would highly advise him to focus on his fight with Justin Gaethje over at UFC 300, because that's a real task. I mean, you're talking about one of the top fighters in the lightweight division, and you're talking past the guy as if this fight is going to be like a stroll for Max Holloway or something. I highly doubt that the fight with Justin Gaethje is going to be an easy fight for Max Holloway. Of course, I could be wrong, but Justin Gaethje is just on a different level in terms of power, and it's just a very, very bad matchup that for Max Holloway. I wish Max the best. Obviously, I have a lot of respect for his style, but he's looking past Justin Gaethje as if it's going to be just an easy fight or something. Of course, you have to have confidence as a fighter, but I question the decision-making sometimes. To me, it does not make sense how Max Holloway is fighting Justin Gaethje for the BMF title. Like I said, I have no... I nothing but respect for Max Holloway. I have a lot of respect for Max Holloway, but I always look at the fighter's overall health in the long term, and that's always in the back of my mind. Is it a smart idea for Max Holloway to fight a Justin Gaethje? I think absolutely not. And now the guy is talking about a title fight over at 145 after he's done with Justin Gaethje. And what does that mean? If Alexander wins his fight coming in February, which, he has to win first, does that mean a third fight with Alexander? How much sense does that even make? I'm not sure. I'm really not quite certain. I'm not sure about the future of Max Holloway. I don't see him truly contending in that 145 division. Twice he's fell short against Volkanovski. In all honesty, speaking of Volkanovski, I think Volkanovski would have been a better, contender for that BMF title. He would have given Justin Gaethje a harder time, and I think it would have been the more entertaining fight. It would have been the fight that would have sold more pay-per-views, was the fight with Alexander Volkanovski against Justin Gaethje. But now we have Max Holloway talking as if he's going to easily get past Justin Gaethje and fight for the title at 145. Personally, I think Max is getting ahead of himself. He needs to slow down and focus on Gaethje, because that's going to be one of the hardest tests of his career. With no disrespect to all fighters here, I have nothing but respect for these guys, and I'm actually looking out for their overall health, especially for a guy like Max Holloway. I just hate to see guys take punishment. Sometimes unnecessary punishment, because they're unable to, take the right fights. I know this is not, with no disrespect to boxing, this is not boxing, so we don't have, we're always going to get the exciting matchups, the, thrilling ones. But I think that we have to take into consideration the overall health of the fighters, especially in the case of, guys like Max Holloway. If you made it this far, I appreciate you for sticking around. Please let me know what you think in the comments and subscribe for more.